YouTube is happening. It is Saturday, November 23rd. So we're going to go ahead and talk about NFL for tomorrow on Sunday, because you see we got a good bit of games and we got to break these bad boys down. Let's do a little recap from Thursday's game. Went 4-2 overall. I'm telling you, the defensive props are always doing great. Warren hit, Judy hit, Pickens in Pittsburgh. What happened? What happened? We were 4-2. We could have been 6-0. What can you do? So the over hit as well, but apparently the weather didn't matter that much. Seems like they have fun playing in it. So that's what the players are saying anyways. I mean, Cleveland side, I don't know about Pittsburgh, but it was a fun game to watch either way. So, but if you want this like play sent to you all typed out nicely like this, all you gotta do is go to the website, join the HQ. Simple stuff. You get access to the Patreon, which gets all this stuff. You also get access to Discord if you want it. You can chit chat, chat it up a little bit. You can ask questions, drop tickets, whatever you want to do. It's in there. I jump in there, we talk around a little bit, whatever. You don't have to though. Everything in the video is always going to be in the video, like always. So we're going to cover the props, 6 levels of props. We're going to go over the schedule, injuries, stats, odds, and see if we can find some type of value so we can have a statistical advantage trying to make some money this weekend. So let's go ahead, drop a like, subscribe, and let's jump into that first game right now. All right, first game on the slate is going to be New England and Miami. We got 3-8 versus 4-6. Let's pop over here and look at the odds. We see currently, as of Saturday afternoon, Miami is a 7.5 point favorite with a 46.5 total. We want to look over here to the schedules now. We want to open up both teams and see what they've been actually up to. We want to see trends. We want to see streaks, things like that. And we also want to see if we can take a look at the injury reports and see if there's anything new or anything major that we need to know about. So starting with the Patriots, we can see they lost their last game to the Rams. Before that, they beat the Bears, not the hardest thing to beat right now. Tennessee, they lost an OT. You can see what they've done. They haven't played in 7 days. Depth chart. Injuries. Go to injuries first. Let's see who you've been ruled out. Yeah, there's a lot of updates from today. Yes, yesterday. All these are from Friday. So ruled out, did not practice, questionable. A lot of questionables. Okay. I mean, that's a lot of people. That's just a lot of people, period. Miami, what have you been up to? Let's see, you're 4-6. You won your last 2 games against the Rams and the Raiders. You've done pretty good. Now you get to host New England. Touchdown favorite. There you go. Injuries, Armstead, fullback, and Kendall Fuller. Chubb, not return to practice. Okay. Look at that. We'll look at depth charts for everybody too, just because we want to see if there's anything questionable. Like, okay, questionable, out. And then outs, long snapper outs. Okay. New England, let's look at your depth chart just to make sure nothing's crazy. May is the QB still. You are questionable. Whole D line's questionable almost. That's not good. That's not good at all. That's good. Whole secondary is questionable. What the hell? All right. We'll see if we can use that. Numbers. Here we go. The worst passing offense, first number 10 pass defense. The 21 versus 10, these are both Miami leans. 23 versus 20 is a push. 11 versus 20 is a slight Miami lean. So we have 2 Miami leans, a slight Miami lean, and a push. Well, that's Miami all day. Yeah, that's good. It's the running here, and it's almost, I think I almost want to go the under 46.5. That's what I'm thinking so far. Let me look at one thing real quick. I kind of want to look at the schedule. I'm putting up some points. They've been playing good. I'm gonna take them. I got to do it. I'm gonna take them. Now I'm gonna buy the half. I don't care what you say. I'm gonna do it. It's my money. So I am going to take Miami, and I'm going to. I'm buying 7. I'll take them for 7. Now they'll probably move. We don't know which way it's going to move, but I'll take it as 7 if I have to. And let's see. Let's go to props and see if anything else looks good. It's hockey. What are we doing? We want NFL. Thank you very much. So while that's loading, look over here. So we're not going to take New England passing prop. That would be ridiculous. We're not going to do that. I don't really even want to take 2. If anything, I want to take rushing versus the Patriots, and I'm not taking anything New England. I might take some defensive props because the defense looks better than the offense. So let's just head over here. Now we will show everything. So let me load this up real quick and we'll get moving. Okay, got it loaded up. This is Outliers. The link in the description. You click it, you sign up, you get you a free week of access to the system. It's absolutely awesome. It's worth it. We have Tua, we have Drake. There are your passing numbers. You can see how they've done against their recently in the last 5, last 10, head-to-head, what have you, at their opponent ranks. Neither one's really good. So red's terrible, orange is ugh. So Tua has a decent matchup. Not the best though, I'm gonna say. So I don't know if I want to take this. We'll see. We can open it up and take a look at them. I'm not doing May. I'm just not. We'll open the ones that matter. The ones that don't, we're gonna be like, nah, we're gonna move on. So whole year, he hit 288 in his last game. He had 338 in game one, and a bunch under December since then. So I'm not really feeling this. So I'm gonna take him off. Let's see who else. I'm not taking Drake May. So let's move on next. Running. I like to throw by the line to see who's the number one. So it's going to be A-Chain. Not the best matchup. Hasn't done well. But if there's somebody's going to do it, it's going to be this dude right here. Let me tell you. So I could look and see. He had 73 last time. 66.5. I think I took him last week and it was good. He hit. That was very nice. I think he's going to be able to run the ball a good bit because one, New England has the same, like their defense is the same here, both numbers. So I can see him getting 67 yards, especially in like the second half after Miami takes a lead and game script kicks in. All of a sudden, he's going to be running the ball because Miami's going to try to run the clock. I can see him doing that. So, yeah, I'll probably take him. So we'll leave him open and we'll see. We'll check out the other running backs. I'm not taking Stevenson. I'm not taking Jalen Wright. No, I'm not doing any of that. I'm damn sure not taking two to run for 3 yards. Why are you running? Stop. Stop doing that. Let's look at the receivers. Teague, I mean, Hunter Henry's hit 4 out of 5 games. That's pretty good. Well, Jonnu Smith has hit 40 yards. Okay, we'll open up John. Let's just sort this out by who's done what recently. Keyshawn Mood. Okay, we'll look at you, Hunter Henry, and I already got Jonnu open. So, Jonnu, what have you been doing? 100 yards last game, double 40s before that, 39.5. I kind of like that. I'm just saying the way he's been playing recently, I can see that happening. And then what else do we have? You on receiving yards. Not bad. This ain't a bad play. You could possibly go him too. I mean, May's got to throw it to somebody. I mean, Miami's got a great defense, but ugh, I don't know. Maybe no. If I'm gonna take a receiver, it's gonna be you. I trust Tua more than I trust Drake May here. So let's see who else we got. And third one was Hunter Henry. Same story. I don't trust Hunter Henry. I trust Jonnu Smith. And then on top of it, do I even trust Jonnu Smith, or I just rather trust like Tyreek? And then you got all these dudes and their numbers are just way too overinflated. Tyreek's 64.5. He hasn't had a good game yet. He just hasn't. There's Waddle. I'm expecting one of them to break out eventually, and it's just not been happening. Look at the year. Just not good. And then Waddle, same story. They're barely hitting the numbers. I just don't. No. Until they show me they can do it, I can't trust it. But I will trust something like Jonnu here, who's had 100 twice basically, and some 40. So I'll trust him. We'll do that. I'm thinking A-Chain and Jonnu. So now let's move on. Let's see what we got. These are touchdowns. You can see who scored touchdowns. A-Chain's had one in 3 out of 5 games, 5 out of the last 10. Everyone else is 2 or worse. You can see the numbers there. I don't really play touchdowns. This is not my thing. So look at kicking points. I know there's a lot of people like kicking only or just messing with kickers. Jason Sanders kicking points is hitting 4 out of 5 games. Pretty good. He has made at least 2 field goals in 4 out of 5 and 7 out of 10. Them drives be tending to get stalled, so he comes in and kicks a field goal. Pretty good dude overall. So that might be a play. And then my favorite prop has been defense. Look at all these beautiful matchups. And it's just Ramsey, whoever you are, and Poyer. So let's look at these 4, see if anything stands out for us. So this is Ramsey tackles assists. He has hit this in 7 of 10, including 8 of the 7 of the last 8. And you see he's been doing pretty good. So that's a good one. I like that. What else are we going to touch? You've hit this in 6 of 8 yourself. You miss a couple, but not bad. I like these two. It's only 2.5. Damn. I think I like that too. What else we got? Keon White, I have taken you before. You were so consistent. You're good at getting 4. I don't like this. I mean, yeah, he's hitting it, but I like ones with some volume that kind of go over their number a little bit. So I'm going to take you off. Not feeling you. And Poyer, 67%, not as good. I have better options, so I'll take that off too. So I have Jalen Ramsey to do that. And then I have Zach Seiler, however you say that. His looks pretty good too. I think I want to take both, and I might just take 4 props in this game. I know, right? It's crazy. There are going to be games I have nothing. So do I even want to take A-Chain? I think I might just take A-Chain off too. We're going to take him off. I am going to rock with Jonnu Smith, of all damn people, and 2 defensive props in this game. That's what we're going to rock with. I'm not taking... I already got Miami. I already got Miami as well, so Okay, so Ramsey, sorry, Smith. Let's go Johnny first. His numbers were 39.5. I'm okay with that. Over 39.5 receiving yards. And then we got two defensive ones. It's going to be Jalen Ramsey. Ramsey over 3.5 T plus A. That's what I was going to call that. Make it a lot easier. T plus A. And then we're going to go Seiler. I don't know how you say this. So he's going to be over 2.5 T plus A. Sounds good. We'll take those props and into play and move on to the next game. All right, moving on. Game 2, Minnesota, Chicago. We can see 8-2 versus 4-6. Look at some odds, and we currently are holding. There it is. It is Minnesota minus 3.5 with a 39.5 total. Let's look over at the actual schedules. Chicago, you have lost 4 in a row now. Not good, my guys. Not good. Injuries. Who is out? What do we need to know? Center out. That's a big deal. Keenan Allen rolled his ankle at practice. What? And you've been ruled out. Questionable. Let's look at the depth chart. Let's see anything we need to know. We got some cues. You're out. Left guard being out is kind of a big deal. Let's see. You're out. That's it. Minnesota, you've won 3 in a row now against Indianapolis, Jacksonville, and Tennessee. Not exactly the gauntlet of games, but hey, wins are wins, right? That's what they all say. So there's your injury updates. You can see who has been out. And then we look at the depth chart just to make sure nothing crazy is happening. And looks like everyone that's supposed to be there is there. Okay, good. So let's pop to the numbers. 13 versus 9. That is a push. 30, which is terrible, versus 28, which is also terrible. So, I mean, good God. 22 versus 1. You ain't running on Minnesota. It just doesn't happen. And 19 versus 23, that's a push. So we have no real advantages because the matchups are just nice. They're close matchups. So I can see why it's 3.5. It's making sense now. Looking over at the props, you kind of like, okay, what are we going to take? We're kind of just going to roll through each one, see if anything looks good. So like Sam Darnold's hit over 227, 5 straight games. 5 straight. Now, Chicago's pass defense is 9th, but we'll see how close that number actually is. So if we go 2024, we can see the number's 227, and he's barely hitting this number. He's getting it, but he's barely getting it, which is very concerning against a top 10 pass defense in Chicago. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump the gun and just pass on it because I don't want to, I don't want to be stressing him to get 10 extra yards. I just don't want to do that. So rushing. Minnesota rushing against Chicago would be a play with Aaron Jones. It could be a play based on these numbers here. 19 versus 23. If Aaron Jones runs the ball correctly, he should be all right. Let's see. Aaron Jones. I'm not taking Swift. Swift has the worst matchup possible. See, 1. Can't get worse than 1. So I'm not taking Cam Akers. No, we'll rock with Aaron Jones. I think he'll be all right. Yeah. You know, I am concerned he only had 39. He's like, some games he beats it, some games he doesn't. But this screams game script. It screams game script. Like, okay, Minnesota should be up. He's going to run the ball. There we go. Happy days. I'm going to take that. I'm not taking Swift. I'm not taking Caleb Williams. No, I'm not going to that. We'll take Aaron Jones first for anything. Receivers. Do we take JJ? Against Minnesota's pass D. They're 9th in pass D, but somebody's got to catch some yards. They still give up 197 yards a game. Wrong button. See, they still give this up. Someone's going to catch some of these yards. So I assume JJ is, but 80.5. Do we really want to go that much? Or do we want to find like a sneaky one that's, yeah, I mean, he is the one's going to be doing good. So, I mean, all right, if we're going to do it, it's going to be hitting right. And you can see he's hit this number in 8, all but 2 games this year. He's hit this. So, I like that. Okay. Do we like anything else on this list? Any other studs that's just been kind of like waiting around? Let's see. It goes from 80 to 46 is your next one. I'm not taking a Bear receiver. Are you kidding me? No, not a chance. I'm not taking Addison. I'm not taking Hawkinson. We'll stick with JJ to get 81 yards. I'm okay with that. Let's look at the touchdowns. Swift has had 1 in 3 out of 5 games. Outside of that, you're going 2 or less. Not my thing. Kicking. It's just not good either. So if you can go Santos or John Parker Romo, have fun. I can't. And let's look at defense. Even defense, I have 3 80s, and only one is Kyle Gore in tackles, and it's not the best matchup. His assists is terrible matchup. And we'll look at Kevin here. We'll look at both of them. So we'll see if anybody stands out that we might want to take. So Gore in tackles, He's hit this in 5 of 8. It's not the best. Tackles, assists, it's still not the best. I think I'm going to leave this off. I'm not feeling it. What about Kevin here? How are we feeling about Kevin? I'm feeling good about Kevin all of a sudden. These tackle assists, his number's 5.5. He hit 9, 11, 7, 7, 7, 11, a couple sixes. Hey, you hooked? I'm okay. I want to take Kevin Byard the third to get 5.5 tackles assist. Yeah, we're absolutely going to do that. So, all right. So these plays, we're going to take Aaron game scripts. So it's going to be Jones over, what was that, 63.5 rush yards. And then we're going to take Jefferson over 80.5. I think it's 80.5. Ain't that right? Yeah, 80.5 receive yards. And then we're going to take Kevin Byard the third. Oh, well, if I can spell. Byard the third over 5.5 T plus A. I love my defensive props. I love these things. Okay, so that's 3 plays for this game. That's enough. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Psych, I forgot to add Minnesota plus 3.5. I'm taking that. If I think Minnesota's going to game script the lead, not 3 plus 3.5, minus 3.5. I'll take Minnesota, but I'm gonna bump them down to -3 just because I can. Why not? It's my money. Do what I want. So I'm gonna say Minnesota -3. If you want to take a 3.5, by all means. I don't think this is gonna be a big deal, so we'll just do that. So Minnesota -3, and we'll take that. Now we'll move on to the next game. All right, moving on. Next game: Kansas City and Carolina, the newly resurgent Panthers with Bryce Young at the helm. Look at him go. No longer 32nd in passing. They're 31st now. They're doing better. So 9-1, 3-7. Let's look at the odds. Double-digit KC, right? It's got to be double-digit KC. It's 10.5 double-digit KC. There we go. 10.5 with a 43 on the totes. Let's look over here. Let's see. Carolina's schedule. Let's see. They've won 2 in a row. I mean, it was the Giants and New Orleans. Here's your long list of questionables and outs. Yeah, a whole bunch of people. And then we have the depth chart. Yep. Thielen's questionable. Coker's questionable. Questionable. Yeah, just not the best. Not the best news. Chiefs have lost finally. They lost to Buffalo. This should be a nice little rebound game for them, or it could be a hangover game. We'll see what happens. Pretty sure I know which way it's going to go. Let's see. Ruled out. Won't play Sunday. You can see. Yep. Depth chart. What we got? Everybody looks good so far. Yeah. Okay. Nothing crazy. Cool. Numbers, see what they mean. 11-24, that's the Chiefs. 23-32, that's still the Chiefs. 31-16, that's the Chiefs. And 24-3, that's the Chiefs. I mean, 10.5 is a big spread in the NFL, but guess what? We gonna take it. We gonna take 10 though. We ain't doing no. You're not gonna trick me on a half. I'm not. For the slight miracle that KC only wins like 28-18 or 21-11 or 41-31, I don't know. Give me 10. I don't want the half. No, I don't need the half. So let's look at some props now because I think we're going to be good. So is Mahomes going to throw for this much? I mean, Carolina has the 24th worst pass defense. Let's open Kermit's numbers up and take a look, and we see how he's been doing this year. He's done pretty well outside this game here, which I assumed he'd have more since they were losing, but whatever. But he's only gone over 300 once. 237. It's not the best. Not the best numbers. Let's just go ahead and throw that out there. Running back. I'm not taking Bryce Young. I'm sorry. I just can't. We sort this out. 100% Chuba. Chuba's been running, but he's going up against the third best run defense. I don't think I can do that, to be honest. That's nasty. It's some nasty defense. I can't. I'll show it, but this dude's going to have his work cut out for him. Like, look at this. It looks amazing, but his number's been dropped all the way to 49.5 because they're like, we don't know if he can do it. I just don't think he can. I think it's going to be a rough day for him. Just the whole team's going to have a rough day. So I can't. He might hit this in the first half. I don't know. I can't pay to find out because the numbers just don't line up. So go away. Bye. Worthy? No, we're not worthy. Kareem Hunt against Carolina's 32nd ranked rush defense. Yeah, let me get some Kareem Hunt. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this dude's going to run angry. I don't know. Yeah, game scripts in their favor. Casey should be in the lead. Kareem Hunt should have a big day. He has the perfect matchup. Yeah, Kareem Hunt will go on my list. I think I'm going to take Mahomes off. I definitely taking Kareem Hunt, though. I do love this one. So, yes, Yes, please. All right, moving over to the receivers now. We have some great matchups for the Chiefs. If you want to take Kelsey, you want to take Hopkins, you want to take Word, you got options here. You can pick who you want. So we sort by last five, see who's been doing good. Noah Gray has been doing quite well. And we'll open them up. We'll open all these up and see. I'm not taking Piron. Let's look at Kelsey. Let's look at the main ones. They got so many options. It is ridiculous. Kelsey first. Hopkins. I ain't touching Hopkins. No. Let's see. Worthy, maybe. If anything, I'd probably be Kelsey. He's been kind of popping off here recently. So, but Noah Gray either he hits or does nothing. That's potentially a play. Potential 7 to 10. Pretty good. It's only 17.5 yards. Just saying. Kelsey. Yeah, he had, like, how do you only have 8 yards against Buffalo? That's crazy. I can see bounce back. I can see a bounce back for sure. This would be a great game for us. So, yeah. Jeez, okay. If anything, I would probably take you off and just take Noah Gray because it seems like he gets more action, it feels like. I mean, targets, I don't see the targets. That's a shame. I don't need to. I see the numbers. I might play that. We'll see. If I have defensive props, I won't play it. There's your touchdowns. 3 out of 6, 3 out of 6. I mean, 3 out of 5 for all of these right here. 2 out of 5 with a bunch of zeros. If you want to take those, have fun. Kicking Eddie, 4 out of 5 on extra points. And then nothing really for Spencer Schrader for KC. That's their kicker. Yeah, fun. And then tackles. Ooh. What? I have no options. Look at these options. They're terrible. Okay, so they want me to take, all right, you got me. I'm taking KC by 10. I've already said that. And then I'm going to take Hunt over how many rushing yards? Kareem, does he catch any? He did 0 and 65, so he's all over the place. I'll just take him rushing yards. Give me Kareem Hunt to hit 76 rushing yards. So 75.5 over, rush yards. And then we're going to take Noah Gray. You know what? We're going to think outside the box a little bit on that. We're going to take this Noah Gray prop over 17.5 receiving yards. That's 2 catches. It feels like he's always doing that. So over 17.5 receiving yard. Hell, they could do that 1 catch if they really want him to. So, yeah. We'll take Gray, Hunt, and Casey by 10. Move on next game. All right, moving on. We got Detroit and Indianapolis. 9-1 Detroit. And the numbers. Ooh, that is going to be a rough one. I'm expecting double digits here as well. Let's see. 7.5. I don't see it. I just don't see it. I mean, come on. I don't see it. What's the total? 50.5. I do see that. That could happen. Colts. They won their last game against New York. They beat the Jets, but then lost a bunch before that. Depth chart. Let's do it this way. Just look at the depth chart. See if anybody is hurt. Left tackle's out. Okay. Nothing else there. Do we have any news on injuries? Let's see. Questionable. Out. That's surgery. I don't care about that. Okay. Lions. They have won every game except the week 2 game. So they're on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 game winning streak. And they're just dominant. They dominated Jacksonville last time. It wasn't close. It wasn't fair. I kind of expect close to that in this one too. Just saying. But that's me. That's what I'm saying. That's what they're saying. That's what I'm saying. So there's your, yep. There's your depth chart. Anybody hurt? Questionable. Terrion, you've actually, I think you've been downgraded already. I think I saw that on Twitter. You were down. I saw like an hour ago, so it might update this yet. But 2 questionable. Yep. Okay. Cool. Anyways, numbers. Let's point and laugh. 6 versus 26. That's Jared Goff all day. 3 versus 28. That is anybody. Gibbs, Montgomery all day. 21 versus 27. That's actually the Colts could throw a little bit, looks like, on this defense. And 16 versus 5. You're not going to run on them. So we're looking at Gibbs for sure. Probably like a Gibbs combo play. Maybe some Amon-Ra. Maybe some Goff. Maybe like a receiver for the Colts. Maybe. We'll see. So let's pop on over and look at them. So QBs. Like I said, we'll look at Goff a little bit. Hell, we could even look. I'm not looking at Anthony Richardson. He's not a good passer. He just isn't. I don't care. He is not good. But Goff will throw that. He will toss that tater. 4-12 against Jacksonville. But these games concern me. I don't know what the hell he was doing here. They don't need him to throw, but he could throw. 253. I'd rather take a receiver to get like 50 yards and trust Jared Goff to throw for 250. So we're going to take him off. We're going to go right to running backs. I'm going straight. I'm not taking Jonathan Taylor. He has a terrible matchup, and he has the game script working against him. There's no game script I can really see where Indianapolis has the lead to the point where Detroit's, Indy is just, we're going to run the ball. We got this. I don't see it. So we're going to look at Gibbs for sure. Montgomery as well. We're going to see what they've been up to. I like Gibbs out because he does catch as well pretty good. You can see his rushing yards. He does good. And then his receiving yards on top of it. Yeah, I love that little combo play. So let me get Gibbs on a rush receive combo over 89. I like that. I can rock with that one. So let's see, Detroit. So we're going to go Gibbs. First off, let me go and tell you, I'm taking Detroit 107. I'm just going to tell you right now. There's some games you can see the underdog making a game. Not these games. Who in the right mind has Carolina beating or even keeping it close KC? Who in the right mind has the Colts keeping it close with Detroit? I don't care. These teams are home. If these teams are on the road, it would be even worse. That's how bad it's just. They're getting home field advantage. No. And home field in NFL is nowhere near as important as it is in college because these are adults. They're used to the sound by now. So Detroit, and they'll see Gibbs over 89.5. Let's see. Rush plus receive yards. There we go. Got him locked in. Good deal. Let's see who else. Montgomery is so up and down. I don't know what the hell's up with him. I don't know. I mean, Gibbs is clearly the better back now because he has so much value on both sides. So we'll do that. Other than that, I'm not taking Goff. I'm not taking Taylor. I'm not taking Anthony Richardson. 41.5. No, I'm not. Let's look at receivers. I said damn, look at that. Beautiful. You can take any receiver you want and have a great matchup. So really, if we sort by this, we get a few 80s in here. You got Jameson, you got Downs. Downs might be a play, but that's trusted Anthony Richardson, which I really don't want to do. Amon-Ra is going to have 74.5. Does he get 75 yards? He easily could. So you have options here, and they're all good matchups, great matchups. He's been kind of slacking. Josh Downs definitely could be a play. Jameson, yes. Pittman, any of these could be. I think I'm going to stick with just Gibbs. I have a feeling we're going to have some defensive props coming up. So let's look at the touchdowns. Amon-Ra's had a touchdown 5 straight games, and 8 out of 10. So if you're doing a touchdown parlay, then he might be worth it. Gibbs as well has been up there with his touchdowns, and Montgomery's been up there in like 8 of 10. So you have 3 dudes that have been scoring touchdowns like crazy. So there's your options. Kickers, Matt Gay has been over 6.5 kicking points in 5 straight, 8 of 10. And he's made at least 2 field goals. Same story. Jake Bates has hit over 2.5 extra points in 4 out of 5 games. Kicking is crazy right now. Defense. Here we go. All right, I got 4 plays, one of which is an amazing setup. Okay. Be good. Be good so I can end this. Yeah, I'm taking this. I'm taking this right here. You kind of slacked off here, but you've been so good. 9 of 11, 82%, 8.5 tackles assists. And you have 16 in one game? Look at these numbers. Yeah, we're taking this 100%. Yeah. This is Z Franklin over 8.5 T plus A. Got to do that one. Got to see that through. Other than that, we'll look at Brian Branch. We'll look up Campbell. We'll just look them up. I don't know if I'm going to take them. I take that back. I take that back. Oh, I take that back. I take that back. I take that back. Okay, let's look at Jack Campbell too. No, okay, no. We're going to take some Brian Branch to get us 4 tackles. Brian, what is your tackle assists? Ooh, nowhere near. Okay, tackles are where it's at with you. Okay. All right, I'm down. Let's ride, Claude. Branch over 3.5, just tackles. Cool, let's rock with it. So 2 defensive props, Gibbs to do the offense, along with Detroit to cover by 7. Next. All right, moving on. We got Tennessee and Houston. We can see 2-8 versus 7-4. Let's look at the odds. Oh, where art thou? There they are. It is 7.5 for Houston with a 40.5 total. Cool stuff. Let's pop over here. They beat Dallas in their last game by 24 points. They lost to the Jets and the Lions, but they had a close game with the Lions. That's pretty good. They played on Monday, so 6 days. Depth chart. Let's see what Houston's been up to. Anybody really crazily hurt? You are out for a bit. Other than that, nothing. So let's look at the injuries. What do we have? Concussion, a knee for you, and foots. Outside of that, nothing really crazy. Titans have lost a whole bunch, but they beat New England and lost some more. So they had a good game against Minnesota. I know they lost by 10, but it was still a good game. So injuries. Let's see what we got. IR, questionable, ruled out Sunday. No, don't go to it. I don't care. I got, let's see, questionable. Spears won't play. Okay, depth chart. We'll see if anything news happening. Mayo Man still the quarterback. Pollard. Ugh. Right tackle's out. Questionable. Okay, cool. Let's pop over to the numbers. Let's see. Okay, 29 versus 6. That's defense. 14 versus 1. That's defense. 18 versus 9. That's defense. 13 versus 12. That is a push, but that's still enough to make me want to take the under 40.5. Yeah, I think I'm going to. That's going to go and just type that bad boy up. Under 40.5. Let's do that. We're going to rock with that under for sure. I mean, come on. Look at the numbers. The numbers don't lie, right? They usually don't. Because, all right. Let's look at the... Yeah, let's go to props. I don't know what I'm going to do with props. We're kind of going to glance through these. Terrible matchup. I'm not taking Stroud or Levis. I don't trust either one of them not to do anything. Not against these defenses. Look at these numbers. Top number 1 and number 6 in pass defense. 9 and 12 in rush. 4 and 2 in total yards. What are we going to do here? Defensive props? Yes, right. Yes, that's what we're going to do. But I'm going to click just to show this screen for all of them. So there's your quarterbacks. Not good. Terrible. There's your numbers. That's a pass all day. Running. Joe Mixon has been running really damn hard recently, and I give him props. Like, he's been a beast. He's the only positive thing I would take out of this, because 13 versus 12. So we know Mixon's going to do all the running. So if they push, somebody's going to get 113 yards, give or take. Technically, that's what you think would happen. Well, if I look over here, who else is going to run? CJ? No, it's going to be all Mixon. So is Mixon going to do 109 again? 86.5 might be the move. It might just be the move, because they're an average run defense. Their pass defense is amazing, but yeah, I like Mixon. I think Mixon is going to be the move. I don't see CJ Stroud doing anything, so it's going to be Mixon to run the ball. So give me under, but give me Mixon to hit 86.5 rush. I'm not doing a combo, just rushing for him. I don't need no passing with him. Just run the ball. Do what you've been doing. Because he's been running hard too. Like, every run, he's trying to run someone over. It's like they let that Mixon leave Cincinnati for like a 7th round pick. Like, what? Crazy. Anyways, there's receivers, whole bunch of red. Everything's miserable because the pass defense are just so good. So here's your numbers. If you want to take any of these, I'll sort these. There you go. 80% for you. You can see Dalton and Nico. They're about your best ones. I'm not touching those. Pass all day. Touchdowns. Well, Mixon has a touchdown in 5 out of 5 games and 9 out of 10. And a great matchup to actually get the touchdown. So Mixon in your touchdown parlay might be a fun one. He is minus 200 though. 215, 225. Ugh, not the best. And then, yeah, so kickers. I mean, yeah, Texas is great at it. 5 for 5, 8 of 10, head to 100%. There you go. There you go all day kicking. And defense is very green, like I thought they would be. So, all right. So we got Jeffrey Simmons, couple plays for him, tackles and his assist. Brownlee, tackles, assist, and then Arden Key sacks. We'll look at it. Why not? I'll take a sack if I can do it. All right, so we see you. That's pretty good. 7 to 9 for 78%, and it's under 200, 2.5. You've been hitting 5 mostly. I like that. What else we have? See, this isn't as good, and I'm not feeling that, so it goes away. And Arden Key sacks, nope. Oh, and I didn't look at you to just get tackles assists. I think I only did one of them. Let me do the other one too. Yeah, open up. Yeah, his tackles assists are pretty decent. It's just his tackles alone is not. Well, damn, they're both pretty good. Oh, that's Simons. I already got him. I meant the other guy, Brownlee. Oops. No, it's both of him tackles. Okay, I am blind. I'm confused. All right. Brownlee's not good. He's only 50%. Yeah. So on Simmons, whatever. Simmons, Jeffrey here. You can take tackles assists for 2.5, or you can just take tackles for 1.5. And either way, I think tackle assist is always better, because look at those numbers pop. So what we're going to do. We're going to add this one as well. So we got under Mixon, and then we're going to add Simmons, it looks like, over 2.5 T plus A, and then that'll be it for this one. We're not going to take anything else. Next. All right, moving on. Tampa, New York, the non-Daniel Jones Giants. So 4-6, 2-8. Let's look at the odds, see what we got. It is Tampa Bay by 6 on the road. 41.5 is your total. Let's pop over here. Giants lost 5 in a row now. And Daniel Jones is no longer even with the team. He got released yesterday completely. 2 days ago, he's a scout team safety, DB, and then he gets released. Like, all right. Let's see. I guess losing to Carolina does that to you. So, I mean, come on. Depth chart. Who is starting? Is DeVito, right? DeVito. See, look, he's gone. He's not even there. It's like he's gone. Gone, just gone. So DeVito, Tracy, Malik is questionable with a groin injury, I believe. Let's see. Let's look at the rest of the depth chart before we pop that injury. Yeah, nothing else. So, all right, injury. It is. Where's it at? Neighbors. Groin. Yeah, questionable. Yeah, Achilles for you. Ooh, see, heel. Everybody having these issues. Wrist. All right. Tampa, what you been up to? You've lost 4 in a row now, but you've been competitive in your 4 games. It just hasn't worked out for you. So what can you do? Depth chart. Yeah, team's still looking. Mike Evans is questionable now. I told you that dude will be back before December. Dude is a beast. This is what he do. Dude is like, injuries don't hold him down. He's going to go out there and play football. This is what he does. Questionable. Oh, Tyke's out. Oh no, it's not good. Let's see. Let's look at the injuries. We'll see if Mike Evans is truly questionable. Let's see where he's at. Is listed questionable. Dude's a madman. All right, then you got some outs, doubtful, questionable. Cool. All right, to the numbers. 10th in passing versus 4th in pass defense. That's the Giants, most likely. 10th versus 10 in rushing versus 29. Well, I wonder with what offense Tampa Bay is going to roll out there. They're going to run out the run the ball. It's going to be, but not probably Rashad White. It's probably going to be Bucky Irving. That's what I'm thinking. 27 versus 30. If you're going to pass on anybody, you can pass on Tampa pretty well. DeVito might have himself a little day out there. Yeah. 14 versus 16 is a push. These are technically pushes, but he'll still have success. That doesn't mean he's going to fail. It's just about the team average, I'm guessing. Because, yeah. So the main thing is Tampa is running versus that run defense. That is nasty. So let's pop over here. Do I like slider total so far? No. There's big, massive change for New York. Hell, DeVito might come out and look amazing to the point people are going to be like, he could just be our quarterback next year. People might say that. Just watch. Because he's going to look amazing against Tampa. Because Tampa's pass defense that's what they are. So, let's start off with QBs. So, DeVito, 176. Now, do you take DeVito? Do you take, let's see, 30th? It's a great matchup. Only 40% of his time. So, I almost want to take him to save it because I can see that actually happening. He has such a good game, and people are like, yeah, no, maybe he should be the guy. Maybe he's the guy. Yeah, DeVito. Just, yeah, it's time. 14. Has he ever played Tampa? No, he's never played Tampa. Okay. Yeah, you're going to have fun with this team. Okay. First game, 2 against Tampa. I think he does it. I just think he does. It's crazy. But I said the same thing about Mac Jones, too. And look what happened. Mac Jones came out and just sucked. So, no DeVito. No. Now, we are going to go Bucky Irving, I think. And now Rashad White, you can see the numbers, what happens. Bucky has slowly become the better running back. Rashad's more of the receiving back now, which is fine. And Bucky is the more, I'm going to run it down your face. That's what he's going to do. So, yeah, Bucky Irving, get me lots of yards, please. Because... yeah, I don't know why, but let me look at Rashad White. Open this one too. Now, we gotta look at the schedules too. Yeah, okay. Who have you played? San Francisco has a good defense. KC has an amazing run defense. Atlanta? I don't know much about theirs. So I think I'm still gonna go with what I said. I'm gonna say Bucky Irving to get 54 yards. I think he does it. He runs so damn hard. Irving over 53.5 rush yards. Every time he runs, he tries to run. I like when somebody runs hard, I'm like, yeah, hit him hard. So, they like the contact. They don't shy away from that contact. So that's good stuff. New York's pass defense is so good, though. I don't want to take Rachaad White. I don't want to take any receivers. I mean, yeah, we got some good matches receiving, but it's Theo Johnson and Singletary for half a yard. Like, what are we doing here? No, I'm not playing these crazy numbers. Studs, Neighbors is hurt. Evans is hurt. No, moving on. I just can't. Touchdowns. Rachaad White's had a touchdown 4 out of 5. Kate Otten's had some touchdowns. Tracy has some touchdowns. There you go. Kicking is not actually, we have a game where the kickers are not good. There's no good kicking information here, so we move on. Defense. All right, Winfield has paid off a couple times for me. Devontae David, I've never actually taken his prop. And then we'll look at Brian Burns to get half a sack and see how close that is. First off, Winfield. Yeah, Winfield's only played so many games, but look what he does. That's what he do. He do be doing that. So, all right. Winfield Jr. over 6.5. T plus A. I have a lot of defensive props. Nobody else rocks defensive props like I rock in the NFL. I'm telling you, I load up on these bad boys. And it's either boom or bust, baby. It's boom or bust. And look, this dude is the epitome of I have a job to do, and is to go out and get 8 tackles and assists. That's my job. I think he got hurt this game. He had to get hurt. There's no way you only had 2 tackles, because look at this consistency of this man. This man is the epitome of I got to do my job. If I don't do my job, I failed. I can't take it though. I mean, that's a hook. All these are hooks. People don't talk about the good hook. Like people say, oh, I got hooked. I missed by half. Bitch, these are hooks too. Talk about the green hooks. So yeah, I'm not taking those. And then Brian Burns, sacks. I mean, he's had over a quarter sack, which means he's had half a sack in these many games. No, he's had a sack. Okay. Okay. No, not touching that. So I'm just going to take Winfield, Irving. I'm not going to take side or total. I could see the over easily hitting in this just because of how bad that Tampa defense is. So I could easily see that. We're going to leave it alone, though. We'll just take those 2 props and move on to the next game. All right, moving on. Dallas and Washington, 3-7 versus 7-4. Let's look at the odds. We see that it is Washington by 10.5. If someone said, hey, when they play each other in November, the spread's 10.5, you think Dallas 10.5? That makes sense. Nah, fam. Washington 10.5. That's how the seasons have gone. So, and 45.5 on your total. So let's pop over here and look at their schedule. They've lost 2 in a row now. It was Pittsburgh and Philadelphia, 2 pretty good teams, let's be honest. So nothing really to freak out about. So let's look at the injuries. Anybody crazily hurt? Marshall Lattimore out. Interesting. Crowder is not ready to return yet. Let's look at the depth chart. See who. Nothing crazy. Corners out. And punt returner, Jameson still in IR. Okay, cool. Dallas, let's look at your schedule. You have lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row now. You're clearly almost to the point, it looks like you're tanking a little bit, trying to get a better pick for what? A quarterback? I mean, you got Dak. You already paid him. So what are you going to do? Draft Shador? I mean, come on. Draft Travis Hunter? That might be cool. So let's look at your injuries. See what you got. Cooks was not activated. Out. Questionable. IR. Out. Depth chart. Take a peek at it. You, Jake. Rico's running. Zeke should just retire. Questionable. Out. Ooh, they got some O-line issues too. Not good. And then, yep. Damn. Okay. So, Washington by 30, right? 7. Still passing. Dak was still throwing the ball. He was getting lots of yards throwing. He was 7th versus 5. I mean, well, that was with Dak. Now we have Cooper Rush throwing. So I don't know exactly how well this number is going to translate. So, but we'll see. They have a good, that's going to translate though. If anything, this is going to go down. So 31 versus 30. I mean, unstoppable force meets a very movable object. So something's going to happen. I mean, yeah, however that saying goes, I don't know. It's just 2 bad things. 15 versus, that's a push. 6, there's your number. There's your game right there. 6 versus 31. It's Washington running the ball down Dallas's throat. So let's go look for a running back from the team of Washington. And not named Jaden Daniels, because I don't think he's been running much. You see the passing numbers are not great. Cooper Rush, I'm not touching that one. You crazy. I can't do that. Brian Robinson is probably going to be the guy. Is Jaden Daniels still running? I don't think he's running that much, but we'll look. Yeah, he hasn't ran much in 3 games. Ever since he got hurt, they've limited that a little bit. Like, okay, they're like, okay, this ain't LSU. You need to chill out a little bit. So, yeah, we're not taking that. But Brian Robinson, the numbers, he's been getting volume, but he's had some good run defenses. Yeah, the Bears are pretty decent. Eagles are decent. Carolina, no, but hey, whatever. Is Washington going to just not be smart and not use him the right way? Because they should just feed him the ball tomorrow and just let him run because Dallas can't stop him. And if they have the lead, they have the game script. I want to roll the dice. I'm not taking Washington by 10 or 10.5. That's too much. But they're not the Chiefs, let's be honest. But I will take Robinson over 73.5 rush yards. I think game script helps. If they're smart, they realize Dallas's run defense is garbage, and they will just be able to run it down the throat. So do that. Any other ones? No, I'm not taking anybody else. I'm not taking Rico. Hell no. If you want receiving, go for it. Dallas's receivers are not the best. I mean, Dallas's pass defense is not the best. So maybe take like Terry McLaurin, Ertz, Noah Brown, something like that. I'm not, but here you go. There's your numbers. There's your last one. So you can see all that. You can do the ranks. It's all there. I'm not touching that. Next. Moving on. Touchdowns. Brian Robinson's a touchdown, 4 out of 5 and 7 out of 10. Outside of that, we're on 2 out of 5 and then below from there. So, and then kickers. You can see the kickers. Austin Siebert, 100% last 5, over 2 field goals in 5 games straight. You can see what he's been up to. Defense. Kendricks, 8.5 tackles, assists. Love that. Mike, good matchup at 80%. And then Micah Pearson's tackles. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, consistency, just like the last game. Dude does his job and does it well. He's been hooked twice, but he's been hooked 5 times, 6 times really. Because 9s are also hooked people. So that's a pass. I can't do that. That's going to be too sweaty. Way too sweaty. I want some volume pops. And that's not 6, 7, 11. No. And then to get tackles. You had 0 last game. No. All right, this game, all I'm going to take is Robinson. I have a lot of plays so far. I'm cool with it. I'm just going to take Robinson to get 74 rushing yards, and we're just going to call it right there on that one and move on to the afternoon games. All right, next up, we got Denver and Vegas, 6-5 and 2-8. Let's pop over here and look at the numbers. We have Denver by 5.5 in this one on the road with a 41.5 total. Looking over at the schedules, we can see the Raiders have lost a whole bunch of games in a row now. They fired some coaching staff after the blowout loss here to Cincy. It didn't help. So, I mean, let's look at the depth chart. We still got Minshew Mania. No running backs. It's going to be Amir Abdullah running the ball. We got a couple questionable O-linemen. It's just not pretty out here for LA. I mean, LA. Las Vegas. Injuries. You can see all the injuries. There's a whole bunch of them. So you can read through those if you want. There's a lot of them. So Denver, their injuries, you can see as well. There's theirs. Depth chart, we can look through that too. Bo Nix, Mr. 300 yards himself. Zach Allen, questionable. And then we want their schedule because we want to see everything. You beat the hell out of Atlanta last time, so good deal. Looking over at the stats, we can see not the prettiest game. I mean, nasty defense, we know this. Average defense, not bad. They do give up a lot of points, but yet they're really good at keeping the yards down. Kind of weird. 25 versus 11, that's defense. 20 versus 15, that leans defense. 17 versus 7's defense, and 32 versus 6's defense. So the over-under this game is 41.5. I'm gonna take the under. I'm sorry, I just have to. So it's under. I don't want to take it at 42. I will. You ain't tricking me. I'm taking that half a point. Give me that half. I'll buy it. 42 for the under in this one. Let's pop over to the numbers. Let's see. I'm not touching Gardner or Bo Nix. I know Bo Nix threw for 300 yards. I just can't bet on it. I'm sorry, I can't. So if you want to, there you go. Also, running, Amir Abdullah, I don't think so. Javonte Williams, I know. These defenses are good. I don't trust any. I don't think I want any offensive props in this game. Here are the receivers. If you really want to take receivers, let me sort them for you. There you go. There's all your receiver numbers. There's your matchups. And then one sole 80%, Sutton to hit over 60.5. Against Vegas's 11th ranked pass defense? I don't think so. I can't. There's a touchdowns. If you want to take touchdowns, 2 out of 5 is your best number. Sorry. And then kicking. Daniel Carson's hit over 5.5 kicking points in 4 out of 5 games. There's an option if you want it. I don't like it. And then defense is still not good. There's nothing good in this game. Yeah, okay, so this is going to be a quick one. I'm taking under 42. I hope this is the most boring 3-2 final of a game ever. Pass on everything but the under. Next. All right, moving on. San Fran, Green Bay. Good game. Look at the offense. They basically mirror each other. Records don't though. So look at the odds. We'll see what we got. It looks like Green Bay is 5.5-point favorites with a 44.5 total. Let's look over here. Green Bay schedule. You won the game against Chicago. You lost to Detroit. You won a bunch before that. Cool. Depth chart. Let's see what we got. Anything crazy on the depth chart you see? I don't see much. I see a couple outs. That's not good for your linebacking core. Let's look at the injuries. What's wrong with them? Out. Marshall White, out. So just a couple linebackers and a running back. Not a big deal. Not the biggest deal, but not good though, but still not bad. San Fran. You lost to Seattle. You beat Tampa. A couple 3-point games. Injuries. Let's see what we got. You could read through these. Bosa has been ruled out. Bosa's actually out for once. Okay. Wow. Brock Purdy is out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Who's starting? It's going to be Brandon Allen. Have they announced that yet? I don't know if they announced that, but Brock Purdy is out. It's going to be Brandon Allen or Josh Dobbs. Ooh. I kind of like Green Bay. I know McCaffrey's here. They're going to be leaning on McCaffrey hard. You know they are. What else are they going to do? Look at this. Bosa's out. Oh my God. Just. Ooh. Okay. To the numbers we go. I think we know which way we're leaning. Okay. So we can see both of these are 8. 4 versus 13 is offense, but that's a Brock Purdy 4. That ain't a Brandon Allen 4. 9 versus 8. That makes sense. That's a push. 7 versus 14. Yeah, McCaffrey should be able to run on Green Bay. And 4 versus 8 kind of pushes. This is a nasty matchup. I kind of just want Green Bay by 5.5 because at least they have their quarterback. I mean, let's see. You know what? Let's look at the props. They tend to tell us who's going to start. They got Brandon Allen as a starter. It happens 196.5. No, these defenses are pretty good. I'm not touching the quarterback. Sorry, I can't do it. I do like McCaffrey's matchup, so we will open up Mr. MVP himself, Mr. Cover Athlete. We will take a look at his numbers because he is a beast. Even though his rushing has not been good, his receiving has been helping him out a ton, and we love that. So, go, scroll. What's your combo? 107, 106, it's 112.5. Now, do we trust him to hit this without Brock Purdy? I don't know. I don't know if I like that or not. I mean, yeah, he's a monster. We know this is McCaffrey. Come on. But I don't know if I trust it because they're going to need him to do work. And I don't know if Green Bay is going to let him do work because Green Bay's defense is average. They are average. See, that's about as average as you can get. So I kind of want to leave it alone, if you know what I'm saying. I kind of want to leave it. I hate it, but I kind of want to leave it alone. I'm not taking Josh Jacobs. San Fran has a good run defense. Let's see. Receiving. Both teams have good pass defenses. I don't trust Brandon Allen to throw the ball. Receiving. No. Defensive props probably in this one. There's your touchdowns. Kittle's had 4 out of 5. We go to kickers. 100% for Moody. If you want 2 extra points, Moody's got you. And 9 out of 10. Wow. He's hit it every game this year too. He's 100% in 2024. There you go. All right, now moving on to the defensive props because I had the wrong game loaded. Here we go. We can see, yeah, that looks a lot better. I was like, where are my defensive props? I was looking at last game still for this one. So McKinney tackles assists. That's a beautiful matchup. We have some 80s. McKinney tackles, Quay tackles, Evan Williams tackles. Ooh, yeah, we'll look at Quay tackles assists too. So let's start off. McKinney... he's stepped up, but I just don't like this previous game, so we'll leave that off. Let's see. Quay, what have you been up to, Quay? Damn, okay. 7 of 9, you've hit your tackles. Your tackle assist just does not look good, but tackles look good. You get 5 tackles. You've only hooked 1 time and missed twice. I kind of want to take Quay Walker. I'm going to tell you right now. I was going to pass on this entire game, but I think I'm going to take Quay Walker over 4.5 tackles now. I like it. And then lastly, Evan Williams. Let's see. No, God no. So I'm going to take Quay Walker to get us 5 tackles, and we'll move on to the next game. All right, last day game of the day. We have Arizona and Seattle, 6-4 versus 5-5. Let's pop over here to the numbers. It is Seattle by 1.5 with a 47.5 on the total. Look at this teams. Seattle won the last game against San Fran. Before that, they lost an OT to the Rams. Injuries, what we got? Let's see, questionable, trending well though. Doesn't carry it in. I don't. Okay. Yeah. So we see all those. Let's look at the depth chart, see if anything stands out for us. You're questionable still according to this. You're questionable and you're questionable. Okay. Arizona, let's look at your schedule. You've won 4 in a row now. Did you know Arizona's won 4 games in a row? I bet you didn't, but now you do. Let's see. Injuries. What do we got? There we go. You've been ruled out. You're questionable, questionable, questionable. And then we're going back too far. Depth chart. Let's see if anything stands out. You questionable right tackles, never good. And strong safety out. Okay. Let's look at the numbers. 23 versus 15, that leans defense. 2 versus 21 is clearly Geno to throw the ball all day. 5 versus 27, that is going to be Arizona running the ball all day. They can't run. Surprisingly, Seattle doesn't run the ball. Versus 19. So clearly we see our props. It's going to be Geno passing / receivers and Arizona running. So let's go to props and see if we can find some winners. Start off with the QBs. We're going to be Geno. We're going to open him up. We're going to look at his passing, see if he's eclipsing the number quite well. He's 3 out of 4. He's only been at 200. And then he's hit 300 multiple times. I've taken some of these 300s too. He has a good matchup to throw against. Not the best matchup, but a good matchup. We'll look at the receivers too. So he's an option. We go to running backs. We want James Conner. That's all we're looking at. That's all we care about. Just James Conner in this one. So Conner to run the ball is very hit or miss. My God. Ooh, okay. I mean, he should be. He has the matchup. So I feel like I have to take this. So I think I'm going to take it. So we're going to go Conner over 69.5. Nice. Rush yards. We'll take that for sure. I don't know if we're going to take Geno yet. Let's go to receivers. Sort this bad boy up. DK is 67. Jackson Smith is at 58. The only problem with Seattle is they have so many weapons. Tyler Lockett, Kenneth Walker can catch. It's like, which one do you take? It's like, that's why I just take Geno, because it's like he's going to throw. So, all right. So let's take Geno as well. Geno over, I'll take 256.5. Yeah, we'll rock with that, plus Conner. I don't want to take anything else. I'm not taking a receiver. There's too many choices here. There's no like no true number one, even though DK's a deep threat. Jackson's all over the place since, yeah, no. Touchdowns, 3 out of 5 is your best number. Nothing good here. Kicking, 4 out of 5 for Chad here. Nothing really good here. Defense, ooh, nothing good. Terrible matchup with an 80% for Devon Witherspoon. Just tackles. I don't know if I like that. Yeah, I don't like this already. I can tell you I don't like it. He's very consistent, but no, sorry, I can't do it. So yeah, we'll take Geno to throw the ball. We'll take Conner to get 70 rushing yards. I don't know who the hell's going to win. I couldn't even begin to tell you. I don't know what the total is going to be. It's 47.5. Hell if I know. We'll take those 2 props and move on to the Sunday night game. All right, Sunday night football. Hopefully all the day bets hit and we're sitting there nice and rich. And all of a sudden, boom, Sunday night comes along. And then we can bet even more. Philly 8-2, Rams 5-5. Let's look at the nighttime odds. Oh, it is Eagles by 2.5 on the road, 48.5 total. Okay, cool. Let's look over at the actual schedules. Rams have won 4 out of 5. Bet you didn't know that, did you? Yeah, they've been playing decent for 5-5. Yeah, it's been weird. So depth chart, see what we got. Stafford, you're doubtful. Outside that, no other updates. Let's look at the injuries. Not many, apparently. Not many. There are some. You've been ruled out, and you're doubtful with your ankle. Okay, cool. Let's look at Philly. Let's look at their schedule. They have won 6 in a row now. Philly's just cooking, and they're doing good, too. It's like none of these are close. That was close, but nothing else. Well, that was kind of close, but whatever. That was a comeback close. That really wasn't close. So depth chart for Philly, anything standing out? Devontae's out. We know he's out. He didn't practice all week. We pretty much knew he wasn't going to do anything. So injuries, ruled out Sunday, and you're placed on IR. Ugh, shame. Look at that short list. There's only 5 total since May. That's it. Wow, good health, except for Devontae. Let's look at the numbers. 22 passing versus 22. I think they cancel out. 7 versus 2. Look at that Eagles defense. Look at how nasty those numbers are. 7 versus 2. Well, sorry. It's kind of a push. 1 versus 18. That's going to be a Saquon run the ball day. And 26 versus 7. That's not going to be a Kyron Williams run the ball day. So, we got to push. We got to technically push. We got a big advantage and a big advantage. So I think we're going to be taking Philly by 2.5. just because of double advantage. So it's going to be PHI minus 2.5. Let's do that. Let's move to the props because we know what we're going to take here. So, bang. We're not going to take, we're not taking quarterback, sorry. I'm not taking Jalen Hurts or Stafford to throw the ball. Nah, no, not doing that. We are going to, 99.5 is your number? Damn. Rams have the 18th best rush defense. They only give up 127.3 a game. I know Saquon is a beast, but that seems a little high, don't you think? I think so. That's, I mean, he had 146 last game. He is, I mean, dude is just, yeah, he should hit it, but come on. Like, come on. What's his combo? Does he catch anymore? Has he started catching more? Let's look. Rush receptions. 198. He caught 52, 40. He just runs so much and it's just working so well. It's like, we got to take it. He has a great matchup to go against. It's prime time. Game script's in his favor. If Philly's in the lead, which based on everything they should be, he's going to run the ball more. So, hell, he might have it in like, he could break off like a 70-yard run for all we know. So, give me Barkley over 99.5. Oh, wow. That's so many yards. But whatever, we're going to go with it. It's Sunday night. By this point, we've hit all our bets. We're sitting good. We're pretty. We're like, yeah, nice. Hopefully. Let's see. Rams. What was I gonna say for the Rams? Hold up, let's go back. Let's think. 7 versus 2. I'm not taking Rams to catch the ball or throw the ball. I'm not taking the Rams to run. I think I was just gonna take Barkley and that was it. Yeah, I think that's only it. So I'll show you the rest, but I'm not taking any receivers. I'm just not feeling it. If you want to take a receiver, AJ is now the main guy with a couple down here, maybe Saquon a little bit. But you know, now that I know it's I might just take Saquon back up. With Devontae out, I kind of want to take this now. It's only 113. I can see him getting like 30, 40 yards just this way. So rush plus receiving yards, and we're going to bump that bad boy up to 113. He's going to be McCaffrey for us. That's what he's going to do. He's going to pull a McCaffrey and just crush this number. 113.5. I can see him catching a little bit more with not Devontae there because why not? This makes sense to me. Because we go back to this. Who's going to catch the ball? We have Grant Calcaterra, Barkley, Johan Dotson, and then A.J. Brown might be a good play because somebody got to catch the ball. So there you go. Touchdowns. Hurts has got a touchdown in 5 out of 5, 7 out of 10 games. That touchdown vulture, they'll get to the 3-yard line. Saquon will go 97 yards rushing and not get a touchdown. It's hilarious. Even though he got one in 3 out of 5. There you go. So looking at kickers, not the best. This isn't a kicker game. The kickers are not doing too well here. So leave those alone. And then defense. Hello. It's all Rams. It's Kobe Turner. It's Darius Williams. And then it's Quentin Lake. No Eagles really on recently. So, hey, that's cool. Doesn't matter. Somebody got to bring down Barkley eventually. Kobe Turner is not the best numbers. What's assist? Tackles assist. It's still only 6 out of 10. Not good. Goodbye. Darius Williams. We'll see what you've been up to. 4 out of 6. No. Tackles just by themselves. Again's a no. And Quentin Lake. Quentin Lake. Hello. Okay, assists, no, but just straight tackles, 8 of 10. That's pretty good. You are a DB, 4.5. I can see this. Yeah, it's 8 of 10. We're going to rock with it. We're going to go Lake. Lake over 4.5 tackles. I can see it. It's 8 of 10. Let's go with it. Why not? If it doesn't hit, doesn't hit. Who cares? We're having fun. The numbers are in our favor, so it's pretty good stuff. So we'll take that as well. We'll take the Barkley combo play. We'll take Philly. Then we will call it there. But I'm not done. I'm going to do something fun. Now that we're doing this, we're going to go back to the schedule. I'm going to do a moneyline parlay. There's so many big damn favorites. I want a moneyline parlay as bad boys up. So, all right. So for the moneyline parlay, based on my plays, I'm going to take KC in the moneyline. I'm also going to take Detroit. I'm also going to take, let's just go through the schedule. Do I want to take Minnesota over Chicago? I think I gotta look at the odds again too, just to make sure. Hell, let's just go here. Look this way. I'm not touching New England, Miami. I'm sorry, I just can't. It's a moneyline parlay. Let's have fun. All right, Miami. We'll take Miami. I am definitely taking Detroit 100%. I'll like me some Detroit in this one. Let's see. We'll scroll down the list. Tampa, New York. I lean Tampa, but I'm not going to touch it because who knows what the hell New York's going to do with the new quarterback. You know. KC for sure is going to go in there. Let's see, that's 3. Tennessee Texans. No, I'm not touching this one. I just don't. Under. That's what I have in this one. Under. I think it's gonna be low scoring and boring. Dallas and Washington. It should be Washington. I didn't like 10.5, but I will trust Washington with the money line though. I'll trust them with that. Minnesota, Chicago. What did I take? I took. I do have Minnesota by 3, so therefore I should probably take them on the money line as well. So, okay, so I like Minnesota as well. Denver and LV. I lean Denver, but hell no, this game is going to be such a defensive struggle. Who knows? Low scoring games and high scoring games, anything could happen. That's a pass. San Fran, Green Bay, same thing. I don't trust. I mean, McCaffrey's playing, and yeah, no. Did I take Green Bay? Let's see. No, all I did was take one guy to get tackles. Okay, good. All right, so I don't know who's going to win this one. That's just going to be a good game. So now we got Arizona, Seattle. No, hell no, nothing there. Philly, I do have Philly, so we will take Philadelphia as well. So that gives us a nice little 6-game money line parlay of Miami, Detroit, KC, Washington, Minnesota, Philly. And I swear to God, if Trent has this on Twitter, and these 6 exact plays, yeah. Because he does a 6-game parlay on Twitter for every time. It's going to be these 6. I already know it is. It's doomed. It's doomed. Let me tell you. But I'm going to take that. We're having fun. We'll do a moneyline parlay. All right, that's it. That's it. We're done. Let's go back. We have Baltimore and the Chargers, the Harbaugh Bowl Part 3 happening on Monday. Good stuff. Tons of bye weeks. So I appreciate you watching. Drop a like, subscribe. Remember, go to the website if you want. This website here, sign up for the HQ if you want the whole list of plays sent to you. That way you don't have to watch the video. And we will see you Monday for some Monday NFL. Peace.